Welcome to Journey of a Life. Welcome to a journey of a lifetime. This is our ministry, and we are back, and we're here to stay.
Because we're always coming back.
Yeah, we are staying. We're here to stay.
We always say we're coming back. I'll be back. And then we disappear. Then we come back again. I'll be back.
Because life hit starts.
I'm telling you.
That's what it is. Life is serious. Life is real. But welcome back.
Welcome back. But before we start, I want you to hit the subscribe button, okay? The reason why it's so important for you to hit that subscribe button is so that you do not miss any of our up and coming videos, because we are back and we are here to stay. And we've got some great, amazing conversations coming up and discussions, authentic. We're going to be discussing about relationships, marriage, situationships, dating, all of these things. We're going to be digging it up and getting into it, okay? It's going to be juicy, so you don't want to miss any of our videos. So today's video is very, very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And we're going to be discussing, different ways that we can foster intimacy in marriage. Now, this is such a great conversation, babe, because let's be honest. Marriage, we've been married for how long now?
11 years.
This Saturday.
Tomorrow.
Oh God, it's Friday.
That's right. Tomorrow. If it was me that forgot the date, I know what happened. This is what we're going to talk about, men and women, completely two different. But it's okay for you to forget.
I was like, wow.
Tomorrow. But go on.
Anyway, tomorrow, 11 years. And it's been a journey of a lifetime. I'm telling you, it's been such a journey. We've had highs, we've had lows. And let me tell you something, guys. When you are married, don't feel like, oh, my lows, that means my marriage is horrible. No, you're going to have debates. You're going to have arguments. You're going to have disagreements. Why? Because you're two different people. I'm a woman. He's a man. My background's Caribbean, Montserratian, Jamaican, and all the other stuff in between. And you're Congolese.
And I'm African.
Do you know what I mean? Culture clash. Like, we've had to... Listen, when the pastor or the priest says, and the two shall become one at the altar when he's marrying you or she's marrying you, listen, that becoming one is a process. It takes time. It does take time. You feel like, oh, they're going to just announce that. You're going to be like, boom, one, that's it. No, you're going to have to go through stuff, which we've been through things, and we're not afraid to share it, because it makes you stronger. It makes your marriage stronger. Okay. And that is what we're going to be talking about today. Different ways that we can foster intimacy in marriage. I'm going to be talking from a woman's perspective, and my husband's going to be talking about from a man's perspective. Now, before we start, just want to make something very clear. When I'm talking about from a woman's perspective, please, guys, all right, most women are similar, but it doesn't mean we're all the same. You have to take time out to know your woman, okay? And know what works for her and apply. You can still apply some advice I'm going to give based on me being a woman, based on the women that I've spoken to over the years, based on we counsel couples, we counsel people, all right? And the same with my husband. He's going to be talking about how to foster intimacy in a marriage from a man's perspective, okay? So women, listen to him. Men, listen to me, okay? Get some advice. I'm not saying we know everything, but let's get down to it. All right, so number one, the first
why
thing... Why
are you shouting next to me? Number one.
Usually you use that shouts.
You're
the shouter.
I'm a changed man. I gave my life to Christ.
You're the shouter.
This morning. I'm a changed man.
Right, so number one, women, we like communication. Open and honest communication builds trust and emotional intimacy. Sharing thoughts, feelings, that's just making the men cringe now, isn't it? Sharing thoughts and feelings and desires helps deepen the connection between...
Is this a poem?
Partners.
Oh.
Okay? Now, you used to do this, but you don't do this anymore, right? Yes. Now, when I would ask you questions such as, how was your day, babe? How was your day at work? You'd be like, oh, it's all right. But if you was to ask me, how was my day? I would say, right, when I went to the bagel shop, I went to the bagel shop first and I saw a lady, she was wearing pink, and I'll be giving details and I'll talk about...
Okay, all right. It already sounds too much. Why do you have to tell me the lady was wearing pink? Why do I have to care about Susie?
It's detailed.
Why does Susie's neighbor, next door neighbor, has to do with anything to do with work?
Women, we like details.
Guys, can you hear this? You know, this is just to prepare anyone that's getting married, anyone that's planning to get married or desire to be married, or anyone that is already married. Also, those guys that have female friends, to understand your female friend.
Yes.
That's all this is. So can you see already? As my wife was talking, it already sounded a lot. Even though she's giving an example, my head already was spinning around.
These are the things we had to go through. Like when I would ask you, how's work? Or you would just give me the bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly that. It's all right.
Yeah, but we want more. Like, what do you mean it's okay?
Because I will tell you what needs to be said.
Listen, guys. No, but this is what he would do. This is what you would do, right? You would give me bare minimum, and then when we're discussing, like, just say we're with a group of friends and we're having a conversation, he's there talking like, yeah, you know, and one time at work, and then things will come out about what happens. It doesn't even, I'm just giving an example of work. It's not just about work. It's just anyway, you know, oh, you know, this would happen, that would happen. And I remember that used to offend me. We don't, like, you don't do that anymore, but I'd feel like, how come I asked you that same question one-on-one and I got, it's okay. But then when your friends came round, or when we're with a group of friends, you are spilling the tea. You are saying this happened and that happened and this is what happened 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, I didn't know that in my mind. So now I'm vexed.
You see?
Now I'm vexed.
Easily offended as well. Guys, fellas. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be like Diddy. Like, hell no. I ain't gonna be like Diddy. That guy's going to jail.
God forbid.
I'm going to be the backup dancers. Shout out to Stormy. I'm going to be the backup dancers.
Anyway.
Can you see? They're easily offended, fellas. You have to be able to take your time and explain your day to your woman.
And that's just one of many things.
And that's just one. And secondly, for the ladies, don't be so easily offended.
Yeah,
Make the day easy. You know, if he's not ready to talk, create a place where he's able to talk to you. I mean, you can learn from Delilah. Delilah created space, yeah, and set the attitude. Like that? No, but after the dashiki attitude, she created a space, a peaceful environment. You can say she's a demon or whatever. She was sent by the devil, but she had skilled. She was skilled at what she was doing. She created an environment where Samson was able to speak to her freely. That's the power that you have. So,
that's the power that we have. I've learned that over the years. I've learned when to say it, how to say it. But you've opened up a lot more as well.
Yeah, but that also comes from where I come from. I'm African. I'm African. You know, I was born in Africa, but I was raised here. Thank God for the both mixed, or technically I'm mixed race.
Oh God, I'm so done.
Yeah, but yes, that's right. It's not just the British passport. I'm actually a mixed race. What I was saying is that because I'm raised from from two places, or I was born in Africa and I was raised in England, I've had to learn how to adapt to different cultures and learn how things are done. So it gave me like a little bit advantage of adapting in marriage, I would say. I think that's one of my strengths, learning how to adapt in a different environment or situation or stages in life.
So would you say your background...
My background...
Or someone's background can influence or have an impact in their marriage?
That's what I'm saying. As an African man...
Open and honest communication.
I've never seen my father talking, expressing his feelings. I've never seen that. And it's not because he's trying to be strong. That's just the way it is and the way it has been. So... I think one advantage of being in England is English people like to discuss everything.
Very true.
What about you, John?
How did you feel about that?
Everybody's called Susie or Lee or Lucy May or Melly May or Molly May. I'm saying they always like to talk and discuss. So there's advantage on that because you get to learn and hear what other person thinks and see things from their perspective.
Yeah, that part.
And the side of me being African, the fact that I'm consistent. I like that. I'm consistent at trying to do the right thing. I'm not saying these people are not consistent, but you know what I mean.
So how did you solve that issue then?
One, you need to be coached. Marriage counselling, having a mentor, going to marriage seminars, watching a lot of different preachers.
So being open
to learn. I think is that being open to learn. It's always good to have coaches or mentors That's why you should join our coaching training, our training
mentorship program.
That's mentorship program. Because coaching, I'll give you an example of what I mean. But should I give an example now, or example? For example, I can come in for after a long day of work and not speak to my wife. Probably say hello to her and go upstairs, sleep, wake up, go to the gym, come back from the gym, watch a Champions League football game, and then at night time I wanna. What are you saying?
Oh yeah, we're gonna cover that part. We're gonna cover that on the.
But and she's offended. She's upset. She's angry.
I'm like, get off me.
That's right. She's angry.
Don't touch
me. The swimming pool is shut. Closed.
That is not a great example.
Yeah.
No.
Closed. So, what do you do to get it unlock? What do you do to
what if
get
children
her?
Are watching this?
They're not supposed to watch it. What do you do for you to be able to go and swim peacefully? I'll tell you what you do, guys. This is where you need Coach Carl. Come close. This is what you need. Yeah? Thank you. Be careful, it doesn't drop. It's okay. This is what you need. This is what Coach Carter will say. I should charge you for this advice. Coach Carter will say, right, Clem, when you go inside, you say hello to your wife, which is good. What was she doing? She was cooking. Maybe help her out with the cooking. Have a conversation with her.
Or maybe my thing is not cooking. It might
there
be
you
just
go.
Give me a kiss.
Now, your love language is not act of service.
No.
My love language is act of service.
It was 0.
Hold up. So, what do? Knowing your woman. So this is where it's about you knowing your woman. Understanding your woman. You understand woman in general, but understanding your woman. Because one thing I've realized over time is when you think it's your woman doing that, you can take things personally. But when you understand that it's a woman thing, first of all, you're more on the defense. You're more able to open up and communicate better and receive from you the fact that you're upset.
Yeah.
Right? So my wife likes different love languages to me. So I'll give her a kiss and ask her how you doing.
Words of affirmation first.
That's it. You're looking
and
beautiful.
Kiss,
you're looking nice.
Touch.
Fire, hot. Yeah. Why are you smiling? You're not gonna make love on the screen. So I'll compliment her. I usually do anyway. And then what will happen is I'll sit down with her, have a conversation for 5-10 minutes, and I'll say to her, I'm just gonna go and lay down because I have a headache or I need to sleep. She'll be like, oh, that's all right, babe. See right there, I'm winning. Go to sleep, wake up. Now if I need to go gym, I'll be like, babe, I'm gonna go gym. She'll be like, all right, that's all right. Give her a kiss before you go to the gym. Go to the gym. On my way from the gym or on my way back or while I'm inside the gym, give her a phone call. Say, what would you like from the shop or supermarket? Would you like me to get you anything? Why? Because you're making her feel part of you, first of all, and you're letting her know that you're thinking of her. Yeah. That's my wife's love languages, guys, but I'm just telling you that. Because not everyone may not like that. Yeah. Right? Some girls will just be happy that, he helped her in the kitchen and he went to bed.
Which is the act of service.
Which is the act of service that I have. I use my initiative in that way. Like,
you're very good with that.
Needs to be helped out and I'm gone. So those are things that need to be coached. And then what happens when you get back? Do you have to watch Champions League? This is where it gets techie. Do you have to watch Champions League? Because you've been out the whole day, you've come back, you've slept, and you've gone to the gym. Something has to be sacrificed. So you need a sacrificial lamb. It's either you don't watch the Champions League, you watch something else with her, you discuss what we should like to do, or if it's a very important match to you, I'm sure you would have a very understanding wife like I do. What do you do? Babe, would you like to come and sit with me and we can watch this Champions League? Or I'll watch half of it, or find ways to make her feel important part of it. And you can say like, babe, I've got come and sit next to me. You know what's happening? You're doing your love languages, holding her hand.
Can I just say something quickly? I can just hear the men screaming.
It's too much, isn't it?
I don't need to. Why do I need to do all of that?
This is why I said.
Don't need to do all of that.
That's why you need to be coached. That's why you need to be coached. So while you're doing all of this, what it's doing is you're creating an atmosphere. In the long run, the more you do it, you don't have to do it so much.
Yes.
Because the woman now feels secure.
That part.
That's all it is. But it doesn't mean I'm perfect. I still do it. No, I still struggle. I still get up and go and jog.
I'm not perfect doing
vice
anything.
versa. So that's why it's very important for you to join our mentorship program. I'm going to stop
so
there.
done. But you know what? This is very key because listen, guys, you are not roommates. Let me just remind you, couples watching this program, you are not roommates. You are not business partners, because sometimes if it's not, listen,
It's like a hotel, isn't it?
yeah, marriage is supposed to be intentional. Like you have to, both parties.
Ooh, babe,
it's
hold
not.
up.
Huh?
You just said something. You went ahead. There's stages. At the beginning, you're doing it because, yes, I'm not saying I'm not attracted to you, but you're trying to impress each other.
Yeah.
It gets to a stage where you have to be intentional.
Yeah.
In serving your spouse. That's it.
Which is biblical. Serving
it becomes, you have to be intentional, meaning, have I told her she's beautiful or she's nice? Have I bought something? Have I given a gift out of birthday and present? Birthdays and Christmas. Do you understand?
We're going to get to that.
Let me stop because my wife is tapping me. I'm a snitch.
Right. The second thing, so we've given both perspectives here. So you've heard a little bit from a woman's perspective and a little bit from a man's perspective. The next one is, and this is from a woman's perspective, emotional support. Emotional support, feeling emotionally supported and understood by her partner is crucial for a woman's sense of intimacy. Listening attentively, okay, and offering empathy can strengthen the bond. Now, with this one, this is a big one, because sometimes when something is bothering us as women, I'm speaking on behalf of women, by the way, guys. Plus, I'm going to use some examples of myself as well.
No problem.
Sometimes we just want emotional support. Okay, so for example, listen, we are emotional beings. Let me just put it out there. We are we are emotional beings. Listen, we don't want to be this way. I don't think you understand. It is not fun. It's not fun.
It's good to be delivered.
Sorry, I'm just so excited. Okay, no, seriously, guys, it's not fun.
You look like Janet Jackson in Why Did I Ever Get Married? You know at the end? The doctor that went crazy.
Listen, it's not fun. We go through our monthly things and all these things, hormones flying everywhere.
So do I.
As you get older as well, things come out, the hormones, everything gets muddled up.
So do I. I still don't do bipolar business.
Listen, it's not fun. But anyway, when we're expressing something to you guys, and guys, I'm not going to be specific because every woman expresses different things.
Yeah.
But this is one thing that men do often say. Oh,
just relax.
Number one, just relax. Oh,
just chill.
Just chill out. Relax.
No, it's not that deep.
It's not that. Even I'm getting upset, even just hearing the phrases. You do not say phrases. I can't tell you what to do, but please try not to say phrases like it's not that deep. When it's deep to us, okay?
It's not that deep.
It is very deep.
Why is it like
deeper than deep to us, okay? Telling us to relax, telling us it's not that deep, okay? Saying phrases like, we just want to hear phrases such as, I understand, babe. So I'm so sorry that you feel this way.
I understand, babe. What?
I'm so sorry that you feel this way.
I'm so sorry you feel this way.
that one. Yeah, I'm so sorry that you feel this way. And also, don't always be quick to give a solution.
You see what? Now, I'll need to speak on that. Because me as a character, would you not agree, babe?
Yeah,
I'm a problem solver. Can you see that?
Yeah,
I'm a problem solver. When I see something, I'm ready to fix and I jump to fix. And life is about balance. We're going to talk a lot. We're going to mention that word a lot, balance.
Oh, yes.
Not what balance. We're going to mention... No, don't stop. Okay, all right, okay. We're going to mention that word a lot because life is about balance. When you learn how to balance and adapt, it gives you such an advantage to a lot of situations. You can that makes you a better husband, a better brother, a better work colleague, a better father, and a better person in society in general. Now, I've had to learn how to. Not everything needs to be fixed. By me listening is fixing.
Yeah.
It's almost like when the Bible says wait on God. Waiting, the process of waiting is one of the most difficult things because you're so used to moving. Some people are so busy working. But when you tell them to sit still, it's quite difficult. A bit like Martha. And
get
Mary,
like that sometimes.
No comment. A bit like Martha. Martha was too busy moving around while Mary sat down to receive from God.
Yeah.
And what did Jesus say to her? Hey, chill. Like, she was like, it's not fair. Because you're too busy working. Which the intentional is good a lot of the times. You want to work, but something good doesn't mean it's something righteous. Something good doesn't always mean it's something good for the situation.
Yeah.
So I've had to learn how to listen to my wife without trying to solve. Because sometimes trying to solve, I end up making it worse.
Oh yeah, you do.
And then guess what happened? Oh wow, that was very quick.
Sorry.
Wow, that was very quick.
Sorry. Forgive me for my sins.
It is done. I'm giving you. But I've had to learn just to be quiet and be still, and also it allows you to express fully. Because when I get involved,
then I forgot what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and then it's still there, but you don't know what it is. Then that doesn't make sense. You haven't released it. It's like It
communicates when you listen. It communicates. I hear you. I'm into what you're saying. I have compassion, But if I ask you, because there's sometimes I would say, if I need your help, if I need solution, I would just ask you.
Yeah.
And there's times where I speak to my husband and I'm like, what do you think I should do, babe?
Hey!
That's when.
That is a tricky question too. Oh,
why would that
fellas,
be tricky? Why would that be tricky?
I told you this morning, I'm not going to be biased, but I have 5 sisters. I don't think all woman likes the truth.
If it's said in love.
Do you know, for example, I'll give you an example. I'm going to give an example,
Okay.
Do you know that a man can sleep with someone that's not his type?
Where's this going?
Listen, a man can sleep with a woman that's not his type. A man can be seeing the woman for 10 years that's not his type. But there's a reason why he's not marrying her, because that's just not his type. But a woman will see something so good in a man, one thing from a man that they think is amazing, and they'll still go ahead and stay in that relationship to build around that one thing.
Okay, bring it home now.
When you say the truth shall set you free.
Yeah.
When you want me to tell you the truth, if I tell you the truth sometimes, like, this is not good, woman, learn how to receive the truth. There's a way to tell the truth, but that's what I'm saying. Don't be so naive or ignorant or so emotionally attached.
Oh, you see, you're saying that word emotional again.
Because the reason why is balanced, isn't it? It's balanced.
Yeah.
Because you're very girly and I'm very manly. But that doesn't mean I just jump on my wife.
Oh yeah, he's
which
very
I try
manly.
to do. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that's all I just do. But what I'm saying is that I don't really rely my decisions or my action based on my emotional side a lot of the times.
Because men are very logical.
Yeah, because men are very logical anyway. But however, I also learned how to tune into my wife's emotional side, and my emotional side also to express, to talk and stuff like that, to be vulnerable. But I've had to learn these things. That's why you need to be coached.
And you know what's hard? Something just came into my head. Sorry to cut you. You know what's so challenging? As you're learning, that's where couples get bitter. That's what offend. As you're learning, that is the hardest part about marriage.
That's why you need a coach.
Yeah, that's the hardest part about marriage, because you know why? As you're learning, you've already offended each other. And then it's like, how do you now, and that can be another video, we can discuss that. How do you unlearn bad habits? How do you now forgive? We're going to do a video about forgiveness. How do you forgive? Because it's getting back to that place. Remember, you're learning, but as you're learning, you're making mistakes.
I forgive you because God.
Don't forgive me?
Yeah, I've forgiven you because if I met you, I had full hair. And since I met you, my hair's gone.
It's gone to the bare though. It's gone hair. Yeah, the hair's gone from hair to hair.
I'll forgive you. See,
I get blamed for something, so it is fine. Another thing that can
another thing.
Another thing that can help foster intimacy in a marriage is affection. Small gestures of affection, such as kisses, hugging, cuddling, demonstrate love and reinforce intimacy in the relationship. So, for example, Hugs. This is a very quick one, and then I'm going to give it to you. Hugs and kisses throughout the day for us women. It goes a long way. And I'm not saying, listen, I think it also links back to love language. But women, I think women have this in common, whether their love language is physical touch or not. We love affection. We like, hugs, kisses, text messages throughout the day, things throughout the day. Why is that important for us? So that when it comes to nighttime, you don't have to you don't have to work extra.
Hey.
We are already warmed up, okay? So, hugs and kisses, text throughout the day will allow the man. When you now, that when the arm goes across you at nighttime, there'll be less resistance.
Hey!
There'll be less struggle. That's just a quick tip. And you want to add anything to that one?
Yeah, 100%. But do you know what?
Do men like that?
I'm gonna say. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
For men in general, this is most race across all race across here. We're not already. We're not emotional being anyways like that, like the way the women are. So when it comes to touchy, it's not really our thing, and especially in the black community, African community. I'm gonna separate that. Yes, that's right.
There's a lot of Africans that are very touchy.
Yeah, they are. The one that's brazen. No, but when I say black community, because our parents didn't really display that. It doesn't mean they didn't love each other, but I've never seen my dad kissing and at times you see him hug. I'll see him dance because Congolese we like to dance. I'll see him doing that, but his romantic is different. If that makes sense.
What's the
like he'll buy gifts and stuff like that. But like I'm talking about like physical touch on a regular. We don't really display that.
Hold hands as you're walking down.
They don't really do that.
Oh
my dad would be walking all the way. You see like that thing that he said when we're going Westfield or something.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
My dad would be walking far away on his phone talking, and everyone else is behind him.
And you do you're getting better. And you used to do that.
But I didn't think anything wrong with it because I'm like,
I used to be
you're taking too long. Let me go. I need to go to Next or Zara, wherever I need to go to. Oh, you go there while I go there because I hate shopping.
Guys, my husband will be walking ahead of me. This is at the beginning, right? And he'll be walking ahead of me, and then he'll be like, if we're going to like shopping, whatever, he'll be like, oh, you go, which shop do you want to go to? I'm like, Zara. He's like, okay, you go Zara, I'm going JD Sports that way. I'll meet you at the car park. I'm like, what? I pictured us. And again, that goes back to expectations, because my expectation of marriage was that Disneyland. We're going to be, no, it's not Disneyland, it's reality. It can be reality. We're just walking like this. Look.
My hands are dry. No, they're not
like
dry.
This. Okay. Like as you're walking, you're strolling. You're as I'm going through the each individual item, you're kissing me on my neck. And then you know what we do?
What do we do?
Then we go to the men's section, and I'm trying it on, and you go trying your stuff on. I'm trying my stuff on. You're taking pictures of me, cute little pics. And then we go to the food hall, and we have lunch together, and we gaze into each other's eyes.
Oh my days! You've been watching Snow White.
Maybe I over-exaggerate a little bit. But
no, it is over. What do you mean little bit? It is over. So I can see Blessing and Mano's wife and just say, yes, that's it. No.
Yeah, Blessing. No. He like pink.
No. Oh my days.
So how should couples shop then?
You can walk together. No. You can walk together, fellas. Holding hands? Walk together. Holding hands is not a problem. Okay. The problem is, hold my hand for a minute. The problem is, my wife wants to do this 24 hours, 8 days a week.
Because
there's 7 days.
Let me finish.
There's 7 days. She wants to do it for 8 days. She has her own extra day. She wants to hold hand, even sleep together, and brush teeth together. And when you go to the toilet, you do number 1, she's doing number 2, number 5. You're holding hands. So you understand there's a separation when it comes to some things. That's my point I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Don't be offended, but fellas, be affectionate with your wife.
Yeah, just.
It's something that we just struggle with, especially like I said in the black community. We struggle with stuff like that because our parents don't really display it or encourage it.
Yep.
That's why. That's the reason why.
Or you might be raised in a single parent household where you didn't get to see that or experience, husband and wife.
Or you went for a divorce, your mum and dad were divorced, you're upset, all of that. But we don't get to see that often. The way I see it in a more European home is not the same as in African home. I'll tell you this now.
I'm not going to lie. I used to really love watching when I was a teenager, like, the black movies, movies.
Love and Basketball.
Like, those Love and Basketball. Even like My Wife and Kids. I think I learned from those things, which is a bit of a fairy tale in a way, because that they do all that stuff, rose petals and
there's nothing wrong with rose petals and that.
Strawberries.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's not what it is, but it's not 24/7.
When the babies and all that come, and the 9 to 5s, it just cuts all of that. But you just need to make.
You have to be intentional.
Again, the word intentional.
And everyone needs to be coached.
Yeah, because it's hard. I'm not saying it's easy to do all these things.
Do you know why I'm saying that you need to be coached? Because that's how offense happen. Because when you start to take things personal. Like, I used to take it personal. Like, what do you mean I'm not? My wife used to say I'm not romantic. I used to be like, are you crazy? Up to all the girls I've been with. I'm like, excuse me? So you're not comparing me to all these girls, okay? Because if you were romantic, why are you not with them? Oh. Okay. Yeah. and then we had to come.
Oh my God.
And find what her definition of romance is.
There we go. That part.
That's what I'm trying to encourage you fellas. And the same for my wife also, to be able to receive and respect my side of romance.
No, it's true.
I know you're not a wood. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, hold on a second. Listen, what we don't want is to be in marriage, and this is to the ladies, and to start reminiscing about your dating life. I remember I said this to my husband one time. I was like, we had some deep conversations. I'd be like, excuse me, like when I was out in these streets, right? I used to get taken here, there, and everywhere. All right. And when you met me, you used to spoil me. My husband, this is what he used to do when I first met him. Yeah. Used to. This one is used to. You would know which one I'm talking about. Listen. There's two things I remember. There's two things involved.
What are you receiving?
Two things involved, right? I remember one time we went out on a date. I can't remember where we were going. I wore a green dress.
It was your birthday. I saw a surprise.
Birthday surprise dinner.
Thank you.
And
Hallelujah,
he met me on the road with a green rose, just one green rose. I was like, oh my God. It matches my outfit, and he did it intentionally. He did it with my yellow dress as well. I had a yellow dress, and he bought me a yellow rose. So it was almost like he was buying me roses to match my dress. Just so romantic. And then there was one more thing. One time, I was driving, and he goes, "Oh, I'm coming back. I'm just going to the shop." So I parked up. This random guy knocked on the window. I jumped. I was like, "Who is that?" And then I wound down the window, and he was like, "Oh, are you Tara?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Am I going to get arrested?" Not joking. But he was like, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." And he was like, from behind his back, he took a bunch of flowers, roses. He was like, "Oh, this is from, I think, Clement." Imagine that. My husband just got one stranger from down the road to give me flowers. Who was it?
It was the flower man, the man that sells flowers. Oh my days, like. Let's move on to the next one.
Right, next thing.
Fellas, good luck.
Next thing.
You need to be coached.
That was years ago, so I can't remember if it was flower guy or. And next thing, quality time. This again from the woman's perspective. Okay, in between, my husband's sharing from the man's perspective, by the way, so it's not just woman's perspective. So quality time, spending quality time together without distractions strengthens the emotional connection. Whether it's going for a walk, cooking together, or having a meaningful conversation, time spent together fosters intimacy. Now, one thing that I love, what we do, we still do it, is we go to the gym together. It's something that we have in common. So find something that you both have in common.
Or jog.
We jog together as well. I love jogging, you love jogging. I think
and fellowship together.
Fellowship together, spiritual intimacy as well goes a long way. That also helps you to connect. One thing that I would love us to not continue to do, or to start doing, is just do little different things outside the box, guys. Go outside the box. Outside the box activities like wall climbing, golf, all of these different things. Car racing. There's a go-kart place that I was looking at in Woucher that I'm going to take you.
Woucher.
soon. You know, these are the things that create intimacy and that help to strengthen your bond. Okay. Also, another big thing, men and women do it as well, but men, you know, these are the things I hear. I'm just hearing the women in my ears. You know, remind them of this, remind them of that. When we're communicating to you guys, we don't like it when you're on your phone, okay? Because what that communicates to us, it tells us that your group chats, as we're talking and you're doing group chat about football, about all these different things, it communicates that you care more about the conversation that you're having with your mandem more than us.
Fellas, you need to be coached.
I can hear the violin just going.
You need to be coached. Now I'm going to say for the woman, learn how to give space for your man to breathe.
Okay, I'll give you time to breathe tonight.
Why it has to be tonight? Why at night time? See what I'm saying?
I'm joking.
That's emotional blackmail. It's very much emotional blackmail. But honestly, you have to learn how to give your man space. You have to learn how to give your woman space. But most women don't like too much space, you know.
No, we don't like it. Because space tells us that you don't want to be near us.
That's not what it is. It's just space to think and reflect.
Yeah, I agree.
To cool down.
I agree.
Especially when I come back from work, my wife has this habit. And all I want to do is just.
So what about our?
Oh wait, hold up! I'm saying what I want to do. All I want to do is. You don't need to clap your hand, just wait. Thank you. Thank you. All I want to do is just.
What's that?
You see what I'm saying? She can't. That quietness.
What are you thinking about, babe?
That quietness. Yeah, that quietness.
You can't be thinking about anything.
That's what I want to do, and then I can engage properly.
Okay, so how long does a man need to calm down? When
There's not how long. Come on, you have to. You will know. You know.
No, I agree.
You measure it.
With all jokes aside, I do agree. I remember I used to feel so rejected when I would come to you after work, especially when I wasn't working. There was a season where I wasn't working, and this is for the stay-at-home mums as well. Like when the man is working and you're at home, you don't have there's no adult interaction unless you're on the phone, but everyone else is at work, especially when you go through that maternity leave stage. It's hard. It's very challenging for the women. Sorry. Babe, it's very challenging for the women, right? Imagine this, you're stay-at-home mum or you're on maternity leave. You've been at home all day with the baby. Where, every day, every moment, every time. Cry, right? Mm-hmm. And then everyone else is at work. So you can't talk to your friend on the phone because they're at work. Then your husband comes in. It's like, oh my God, a human being.
You just start shooting.
But what about us? Where does our breather come in? Because I can hear the women. I'm not talking for me. I'm talking for women out there. Okay. Where did we get the chance to breathe when we've been at home with the baby all day?
But your breathing, you want to be by yourself? No. You're breathing, you want to be around your husband. See?
Or sometimes by yourself.
Okay, but then being by yourself is not a problem. Unless you...
So who should rest first?
It's not who should rest first.
Okay, go on.
You have to speak like two adults.
Okay.
Like, if I'm coming to sleep, you give me a space to sleep. Or if you said, no, I'm really tired, babe. I'm gonna have to be also understanding, supportive, which I am, which I'm always is majority of the time.
You have been,
like I'll say, because it's not a problem. It's not a problem. I like the fact that you're resting.
No, but that's you. What about the men out there?
But most men have to. You're gonna have to accept it. Your wife needs a rest, and also from playtime and nighttime. Also, she needs resting. She needs rest because how's she gonna perform? Just one man show.
Is that
Yeah, but I'm just being real. They have to. Listen. Your wife needs rest. Massage her feet. Get the bowl. Like get a little bowl. Put water in there. Hot water in there. Salt in it. You know. Put her feet there. 10 minutes. Massage her. You know, and let her just rest. Whatever she needs to do, that needs to rest. Get candles and put it around for her to rest. Let her give her that time.
But the man has come back from work also. Where do we meet in the middle?
No, but that's what I said. Somebody has to rest first.
Okay. So it's about communication.
It's about communication.
Okay.
You know what I mean? In communication, you're able to know where you're going.
Yeah, and just meet in the middle.
Look at what the Bible says. Jesus was in perfect communication with the Holy Spirit. And through that, the Holy Spirit is the one that led him to go to the wilderness, to go through training. So that training was to see this Holy Spirit you have in you. can you conquer this training session? And he was able to win. To win every single challenges that he went through in the training session. So when he came out of the wilderness, he was ready to cast out demons. He was ready to heal people. He was able to solve the problems. He was able to be the Messiah that he was sent to be. Yeah. So it is communication. Communication is very key.
Yeah, so I think to summarize that, it's just about, like what you said, communication, meet in the middle, because that is a big one. The woman is at home and the man is at work. And so they're like, well, who rests? Like, I've been at home with the baby crying, I've been stressed. But the man obviously looks at the woman as if you've been at home all day. That is where the big clash happens.
That's maturity, right? Maturity and fellas, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. Come on. Your wife has been at home the whole day with the baby. Stop saying you've just been at home. You stay with the baby and do exactly what she's doing. Breastfeed as well. Take your chest down, breastfeed. Do everything. Let them suck up everything. Suck up everything out of you. Your energy is gone. See what happens. So let's be realistic, right? When I come back home, it doesn't matter how tired I am. A lot of the times, I make sure that you rest first. And for as long as you need or want. Simple as that, guys. You're the man. That's what makes you the man.
Yeah.
Not when you're trying to throw yourself as number one. What makes you the man? When you are second, you're serving your wife. You know, it's not a slave thing. It's serving your wife. That's what makes you the man. And she'll respect you more through that. Some will take advantage of it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
In general. It's not weakness to be able to serve one another. Kindness is not weakness. Learn how to be kind. So, and also for a woman, be also realistic. If you could see that your husband's been at night shift, working for the house, and he's come back, you could tell his eyes are red. Like he's been smoking ganja. Yeah?
So done.
Let him go to bed.
No, yeah.
It's just maturity. It's maturity. It's communication. Yes, but it's also maturity. Like, are you still a young boy that wants to be, what about me? What is that?
Yeah, the thing is, it's a hard one because there's no blanket one answer for that one. I think it's just about, it depends on the situation. You know, every situation, again, is different. So you can take bits of this and use it and throw away the rest, okay? Right, another thing, we're nearly finished, another thing that helps to foster intimacy in a marriage is romance. Thoughtful gestures, surprises, and expressions of love help keep romance alive in the marriage. Planning dates or romantic getaways can reignite passion and intimacy. Now, listen, women will always be women in this area. I know that we see things on Instagram, you know, and, you know, all these things that say, oh, men want to be pursued. Listen, women will always be women. I'm not saying a man doesn't want to be pursued. Women always want to be pursued. You pursued us, as I said before, during the dating stage. Why have you stopped now? Why? Okay.
Can I answer that?
Why have you stopped?
No, I
not you.
Stopped.
I'm just saying men.
I'm talking about men. A lot of the times, is their offense. The offense, someone's offended, or familiarity. Third one, life happens. But because life happens doesn't mean you should stop. But I'm just saying, life happens. The busyness. That's why you need to be intentional. You need to be coached. Join the program. You need to be coached, man. If you want to be the guy, join the program. If you want to be that woman for your spouse, for your husband, join the mentorship program. It's for singleness. It's for single people, and it's for couples as well. But back to what I was saying is that when you are offended, it's difficult for you to receive from your spouse to do anything for them that you know they really love. It's hard, especially if it's not your thing. If it's not your love language or something you believe in or something you naturally practice, it's going to be more difficult for you to do it because you're offended. Now, if you find yourself in a place where you're offended, that's when you need to go through the program of unforgiveness program, like as in speak to God and speak to your mentors or whoever's coaching you in life in general, you know. And the second one is business. Make time. Be intentional about your time.
Oh, that's a big one.
You need to be intentional about your time. Like, if I'm working, like I told you guys, if I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I have to make sure that Saturday I put that time or Sunday for my wife. And not just with the kids, I'm talking about just her. Because the woman still wants to feel like she is the one and only one, the special one. Quite selfish.
Do you still see me?
Quite selfish like that.
Oh
but
my God.
wants to be the one. You know, and the third one is what did I say? Not disrespect. Hold on. Offense, business, and life happen. Life in general is just the business, the schedule of life, you know, but you have to be attentional. But for men, I was going to say, men want to feel respected. Respected how? Is your tone of voice, how you speak, that you believe in them. You make them, you're actually a woman that go out your way to make sure you let your man know that he's number one, he's the guy.
So are you linking that to romance? Do you think that impacts
romance?
That
does.
Why does that impact romance?
When your man's doing something, and is not, if he's doing something for you, or and he cooked, for example, and the cooking wasn't that nice, and you said it's rubbish, it depends on the type of guy he is. He might. Men do have feelings too, you know. That's where the emotion will come.
Hopefully, ladies, you're not there.
And they'll hold it. They'll hold it and be like, "Oh my days." Well, with me, if you told me it's rubbish, I could take that.
I don't talk like that anyway.
No, but I'm saying no, you do. You told me.
I would say it's rubbish.
You would say it's rubbish. You say to me, babe, that don't taste all that, and I don't mind. But I don't mind that. I'd rather that. That's me.
Wait, when
but
I'm just saying. That?
I'm just saying to you, in general, babe. You do say, "Nah, there wasn't enough this. Nah, there's not that." Yeah.
No, say, you could have.
You know when you don't eat a lot of it, you just keep it, you know, minimal. Yeah, minimal contact, like his coronavirus. But I'm saying, I don't mind it. I'm saying I don't mind it. But some people are very. Do you know? Some people are. Everybody's. I realize it. Everyone is sensitive. It's just there's levels to this sensitivity, feelings, or you know. Everybody is sensitive.
Again,
but
it boils down to knowing your spouse.
It's knowing your spouse. What can trigger them.
Yeah.
You know, but and also as if you find yourself very sensitive about everything, you also have to check yourself, because it's like, come on, man, you're attached to everything. Your feelings are attached to everything. What are you? The tree of the roots. What you're attached to the whole garden. Well, you can't feel. Not everything has to be feeling feelings. So it's growth as well. You need to grow out of that also. So it's both sides. You know.
I think for the woman's side, the romance. You see, it's a hard one, because I'm not gonna, just cancel out what you said. I think that's key. Respect is key, and respect can actually encourage and motivate the man to do all these romantic things. And when offense is there, the same way with us women, when offense is there, we can't open up in the bedroom. We feel very locked down, bonk, even if we wanted to or not, it's just not gonna be flowing the same. It's not gonna flow the same. So the same as the guy, respect is definitely needed. And it's hard, and this is where Christianity comes in. You have to be. I heard a man of God once say that to have a good marriage, you have to be 2 good Christians, because all this offense, let go of it. I'm not saying it's going to be hard, but you need to learn how to also let go, okay? Because it goes back to, are you a Christian? Does that make sense? Anywho, so romance. I think for us, romance is very, very key for us. Romance is very, very key for us. And I think, just to give you some tips, guys, because remember, I'm talking from the woman's perspective. It doesn't mean men don't like this, okay? I've done this to my husband as well, these tips I'm about to give, okay? We don't want to keep reminiscing about the dating time. When we get to that phase, something's going on. When we're like, oh, you used to do this. We don't want to keep saying you used to. We want to say you're doing it now. Okay, we don't want the same boring old lifestyle. Everyone's different as well.
Boring.
When I say boring, I'm talking about, we don't want the same.
Wow.
Oh my God, I'm not talking about you, babe. I'm just talking in general. I'm speaking on behalf of the women out there. Not all women.
I don't know. You said boring.
But based on conversations, based on discussions that I've had, based on things that I've watched and seen and observed through our ministry.
Do you have to speak like that?
Yes. Anyway, so listen, switch it up. I'm going to be short. Switch it up. Switch it up. The same way the man wants the women to switch up in the bedroom. Fellas, switch the romance up. It's not every day, oh babe, this is your perfume. Sometimes just switch it up. I remember hearing something. Someone shared a definition of romance. And romance is taking the simple stuff, the normal everyday things that you would do for your partner, and making it special. Doing it in a special way. For example, this person gave an example about perfume. Instead of just giving your wife, here's your perfume, or calling them up, oh, I'm in the perfume shop, which perfume do you want? No. That's how familiar, we talked about familiarity, that's how familiar guys can get with their wives. I'm in the perfume shop, which perfume do you want? No. Yeah, she'll still be grateful for it, but it's not going to hit the spot. It's not going to hit the spot. Okay? Now, this is what you do. You wrap it up. When I heard this, it just delivered me. Or it should deliver the guys.
I think sometimes you guys expect a bit too much.
No, the
reason why I'm saying that to you, because sometimes you're not realistic to your you're not realistic to your demands. The timing of your demands sometimes. So
we're not saying every day.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm saying to you. You see, when you say it's because I'm saying for guys, this can put guys off. This is why most guys sometimes like being single. They enjoy the singleness
because they don't want to do anything.
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you the truth, because when you start always demanding, because there's the demand, it becomes too much of a demand. I believe you should be doing it, but it's when we start idolizing things.
Yeah,
this must happen. If you don't do it this way, I will never appreciate the gift. If you don't do it this way, I'm going to not like this. That's what I'm saying.
No,
I'm speaking for the guys.
Yeah, I get it, because I can hear the guys as well. I can hear them in my mind, but I'm just saying that
there's a balance.
There is a balance, and I'm not saying do this every day, guys. I'm just saying switch it up sometimes. There is not going to be it's not going to be every day. It's not going to be every moment. Life is life. Life be lifing. But I'm just saying that learn how to switch it up, because let's be honest.
But isn't that for both?
No, I'm talking from a woman's perspective. I don't know about the men. I don't know about the.
But that's what I'm saying. Switch off for both. I want to be neutral here.
That's what I said. The men were talking about the bedroom.
No, because there's a lot of. Nowadays, also when you watch a lot of females, they behave like mandem, but want to be treated like females. Like they do. They behave like mandem and make requests, but they don't want to live to also that expectation of them being a woman.
You know what it is?
Do you understand that?
I get it.
And the same because I know there's a lot of Peter Pans. I know that there's a lot of men that are Peter Pans. I'm agreeing. I'm not. There's more reckless men than there's women. But the percentage of the woman being reckless has increased for the last 20 years.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying, because I speak to a lot of my guys and I hear them, what they're saying about their wives or about women in general that they're dating.
Okay. But my point that I was saying wasn't to do with having a high expectation. It was to do with it cannot be that difficult, guys, to just do something very simple. That's why I was trying to give tips. Yeah. The tips being, if you're going to buy your wife a perfume or a bracelet or a watch anyway,
make it
do it special. In a special way.
I agree with that.
Like you can hide it around the house. You can write a note on it. You can just, even if you want to heat up the leftover food that was cooked from the night before that your wife cooked, but you just did up the table. You just set the table.
I agree with that.
You put the candles on the table. You go to YouTube in your living room. Most people got smart TV now. You can access YouTube. Put on a lovely romantic song. I was going to say R. Kelly. Oh, God. I can't even mention anything.
Hey! Supposed to we have this.
Hey! Anyways, right? Luther Vandross. Okay?
Okay.
You put on Luther Vandross. You dance with your wife. It's free. That's what we're trying to say. So where's that high expectation?
No, the high expectation.
How is that high expectation?
Is when there's coming with the hype. The high expectation is when women make demand after demand after demand. It becomes high expectation, and I know sometimes the demand after demand becomes because the man is not doing it. But sometimes you have to also check, why is he not doing it?
Yeah, I agree.
It's not motivated by your action, by your attitude.
But the woman is not motivated in the bedroom.
So that's why I said. Did you hear what I said to you? That's why the couples, it becomes like that. I'm not saying it's right, but that's
we're just
how.
Real talk,
that's how. I'm telling you how men become funny, and you're saying how women also become funny. But to avoid that, serve one another. But you're not each other's God. None of you guys are gods. Like, don't try and don't idolize this thing of, if he doesn't do this, I'm not going to be happy. Is that I have a problem with me personally. And most of my guys that I speak to, and I speak to a lot of men. I mentor men all different age, from prison, from prison to the hood, to church, to work colleagues. Yeah, I have experience in this.
Yeah,
international as well. So I have experience in this.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it. Sometimes some women need to learn how Delilah approached Samson.
But the
You get
example,
skills from that. And the same with men.
Yeah.
Need to learn how to study your spouse and study your woman, and also you study yourself, because some things that's coming out. The reason why you're being a bit, maybe there's things inside of you also. But a lot of men, like I said, we all need to learn. Do you know what I mean?
But the example I gave was that high expectation.
No, it wasn't high expectation, but it can be idolized too much. Women.
Okay, so you're not happy if you don't get that.
Yeah, it's that. That's it.
Okay.
But hold up, the man's called you to check what perfume you like, and you're getting funny because he needs to present it to you. Is that? Or he's taken to a restaurant. No, but it needs to be a 5-star restaurant. It's not. The expectation is not sometimes realistic.
I don't think realistic.
No. What I mean realistic is that one. What I mean not realistic is someone's rushing and they wanted to know what you want while they're in the shop, and you're upset with that call. You're not you, but I'm saying that's how a lot of them. We speak to a lot of them.
Yeah.
And they're upset because why is he calling me? He should know why. Like, what do you mean he should know?
But the frustration, and I'm not trying to just stick up for the woman. I can only speak from the woman's side. The frustration is, I think that frustration will only come through if they feel like they're just there in the house, or they're not being seen. Yeah. The woman, I don't think a woman would be frustrated if her love tank is full. I don't think she'll be frustrated if you just call up and be like, "Oh, yeah, babe, like, what perfume do you want? Oh, yeah, the Givenchy. Yeah, okay, cool." I don't think she would be upset about that.
But it's the same as saying if a man's
neglected.
But it's like saying if a man's love tank is not full. So what about a man's full? Both tanks need to be full. That's where I'm coming from. Yeah. There's no do this because you're a woman. Mm-mm.
No, both tanks.
Both tanks needs to be full. We're both here to serve one another. Done.
Yes.
No one's better.
Okay, what do you think of the couple that would say, "I ain't doing it first"?
But then you already got the wrong attitude. You already felt because I will not have that attitude. I'm not going to do it first. No. Why am I moving my neck when I'm saying it? But I will not have that attitude because that's childish and it's immature. You have to check yourself. Mm-hmm. What do you want out of this? Because if you start having this, I'm not going to do this first, you're going to have to be first for something. So clearly, right now, you're first to have the wrong attitude.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Okay.
And relationship is from God. You have to kind of think also, relationship. Is God happy you Jesus saying, I'm not going to die for that one though?
Yeah, what would Jesus do, basically?
Think about it.
Even in marriage, you have to ask yourself, what would Jesus do? WWJD. Okay? Right, physical intimacy. This is the second to last one. Physical intimacy is the next one. Physical intimacy, including sexual intimacy, is an important aspect of marital closeness for many women and men. Prioritizing physical affection and maintaining a fulfilling sex life can enhance intimacy in the relationship. Now, I've heard this saying, I don't know where I've heard it from, but I've heard this saying of women are like electric cookers. It takes a long time for us to get to that place. Yeah. Men are like gas cookers.
I agree with that. Now that was difficult. That was difficult for me personally. To adapt to. That was difficult for me to adapt to.
Yeah.
Because again, that's where you need to be coached. That was difficult.
And plus communication, because I have to tell.
But it was difficult for you to even communicate that, because the way you delivered it wasn't nice.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, because again, it's growth. It's not, but you learn this. This is why, as much as we're laughing, but this is why it's very important for us to attend these marriage seminars or these counseling sessions or couples retreats. We've got couples retreat coming, guys.
More about that.
That's right, couples retreat. But I'm saying it's very, very important for us to attend these type of seminars, because you learn that, oh my days, my wife is not so crazy. She's not Khalees. I hate you so much right now. That's right. She's not that. And your husband is not crazy neither. He's not bipolar. Do you understand? You start to learn these things. So it's very, very key to attend marriage seminars. It's very key to have a mentor. This is what every stages you reach in life, you need a mentor.
Because if you don't know these things, you're just going to become offended, like we've said.
100%.
Now, going back to...
Sorry to cut you, but you're not going to enjoy your marriage.
You're not going to enjoy the marriage. You're not going to enjoy anything.
No.
Going back to sex now, it's a topic that not many believers, we don't discuss this in the church. We need to discuss it. It's a big thing, right? And again, we're speaking on behalf of women and men. We'll throw our own examples in there. But one of the things that, women, again, speaking from women's perspective, is that they want the man to be a bit more creative, okay? In the sense of sex for us women starts in the morning, okay? And when I say starts in the morning, I'm not talking about, roll over us in the morning, no. But like the text messages, again, it's all about affection. It's all about, do you see me? Intimacy, all of these things, right? Texting me. You do that quite a lot, which I like. When you're at work, right?
But I've had to learn that.
Yeah, you've had to learn that.
I'm not going to take credit for that. That wasn't my strength. I can go a whole 3 days without talking.
Like, you would text me.
Because I'm used to being by myself. I go into my own thoughts.
Yeah,
so I've had to learn that. Go on, you were saying.
No, that was hard.
I like you give me credit. Go on.
That was hard. Like you did, you do that quite a lot, and I like that. When I'm in the classroom, right, and I'm a teacher by the way, guys, and I will see a notification come up on my desk, and if I am at the desk, I'll see, hey babe, just checking on you. I miss you, and because my love language, I'm so done. Baby, we can't see you in the camera, by the way. We're faded in the background. So. What's it called? It makes me feel so. My number one love language is words of affirmation. Anyway, second is physical touch. But that just
look at it.
Does a lot.
The way you talk about love language.
It's weird because it's not something that we think of that we want. It's stuff that just gets to our heart. I don't think of love language when I'm walking down the street. It's just things that you do. Those are the things that are going to get to my heart, right? So when I see. Yeah, non-sexual touch though, which can lead to sexual touch, right? No, non-sexual touch.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Holding my hands.
So when he's texting me, I'm like, oh my god, he's thinking about me. All of this,
So when I'm not texting, that means I'm not thinking about you.
No, but sometimes I do text you. Do you give me credit for that? I'll be like, hey babe, how you doing?
I don't mind you.
How's your day?
Me, babe. Not because I don't want to, because it's just
again, it's not your thing.
I'm in the zone of work. When men are listen.
Thing.
Guys.
Is it?
I said to you, I asked you this morning. There's a lion.
Here we go.
There's a lion wants his meat to be presented.
Here we go about lions.
No, he just eats. That's it.
But that's what I was going to say to you, right? I understand that, and you can go into the lion analogy all you want. But I'm saying, guys, we want, as women, we want you to switch it up in the bedroom. It's not every day poking at night. Poking at night. Poking at night. Wait. Let me explain. What do we have this? I'm talking on behalf of women, right?
Oh my days.
Listen. I mentioned about the text messages, all of that. You get the point, right? Those are the things that creates. It's the build up. We love build up. Now, also, everyone's different. All women are different. Sometimes a bit of when I say role play, because I know what you're going to start saying. Sometimes just a bit of role play. Planned sex is really good. Not just always spontaneous. I get it. Men want spontaneous sex, right? But most women like planned sex. For example, text, finesse, give a little bit of something, babe, I'll meet you, meet me in the car. Here's some lingerie. Meet me.
You naughty. You teasing me, you naughty.
Wait, because I can see you to say something. Meet me at the, in the car. Let's go for a drive.
Tears mum.
Wait, listen.
This is what you're saying. The whole apostle.
Apostle will hear about this.
You are going to tell people to meet you in the car. To do what?
Wait a minute. You get the point, guys. Just create a bit of...
I know, but you know what? Men,
you know what I mean?
Can I be honest? Men also like that. It's not, but it's more for you guys. Yeah, men like you guys to be in charge as well.
Yeah,
it's not just
initiate.
It's not just lie down and let everything go through. We want you to also be excitement, jumping around, do all type of things, flip flat legs.
No, not okay.
Everything too. So we can all go there, but it's not realistic every day. You're going to be having that energy.
It's not going to be every day. But I'm saying, but sometimes switch it. Sometimes.
I agree.
Listen,
I'm just saying it because before some guys or some women go there and start say this is what they said. No,
that's what I said at the beginning.
No.
Take what I'm saying. Take a bit of what he's saying.
Work with your
throw
time,
away
your
the rest. Yeah. Work with what works for you. You know your woman. You know your man. I might be saying something to do about a woman, and your woman may not like that.
And be patient with one another.
Patience. But yeah, definitely.
Let's
it's all about now. It's all about switching it up. That's the main thing. Right, that is it. And we want to hear your views in the comment box, okay? And we will go into this in a lot more depth. We love you guys. We will see you next time. We are Journey of a Lifetime. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.